The mics.
Thank you.
All right, hello and welcome to Swing It and Ding It, an iHeartMedia podcast.
Man, and this is a birdie fest.
It's a Philly show, baby.
Philly
Let's go.
All right, welcome into Swing It and Ding It. We are live. We are looking live, Harry Mays. One of our favorite places in the game of golf, the Country Club of Scranton, for our annual visit for the NEPA Invitational, year 5.
You're five.
Hard to believe.
Danielle Matthews, year 5. Remember the first year, this idea to have a tournament out here? Brandon, hometown, bringing something back. And what this has become is just incredible to be here every year and witness the growth is awesome to see. And to be able to play the course every year is
That's
an added bonus.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Big bonus.
So we're gonna talk about all that. Brandon's sitting right here. We're gonna talk to him. We're gonna talk about our round out there. So I was distracted by Harry's notebook. There's some
Brandon wrote him
etchings.
some
There's some
love
etchings on
letters.
the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a guest with us who actually just played right behind us. Who'll be playing in the event. I believe Pat, you said it's your third year playing in the event. Pat Newcomb, professional golfer.
Nukes.
Welcome to Swing and Ding It.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me. I'm excited to be here. I've been talking with Danielle a bit about coming on, and my life is a different country, and it seems like every week and in and out of the United States. So the Wi-Fi's not too good, so I didn't know when a good chance to get on was.
There's a million excuses you
Yeah,
can give
yeah,
us. And
yeah,
then when
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
him, he goes, "Hey, I've been meaning to get on." I said, we're going to pull you on. But let's pat his introduction a little bit. So Patrick Newcomb, originally from Kentucky, Murray State University, the Racers, right? APGA winner, 4-time PGA of America wins, and most importantly, 3-year NEPA Invitational participant. Obviously, we love you being out here and coming out here. Great friend of Brandon. We could probably talk about some of those stories, probably can, but let's just get into a couple things. Musa, I'm probably going to steal your thunder here. He always likes to ask about your golf journey.
That's
You want
right.
to start us off with that?
I just me and Brandon, we became good friends a few years ago because we kind of come from very similar-ish upbringings. Came small course, wasn't able to go play AJGAs, wasn't just playing whatever you could play in just to play and get better, and got good, and then we just kind of came up together. So I grew up on a 6,200-yard golf course in Western Kentucky, no driving range. I don't think I hit a range ball until I was like 14, really.
Are you serious?
Like in practice, like I would hit some range balls before I played junior tournaments, but didn't really ever hit one and go to the range in practice till I was 13, 14 years old.
Wow. That's
And
awesome.
He's probably one of the straightest hitters you'll see. Actually, Pat was here for our junior clinic on Wednesday, and he helped Brandon out. And you talked about a little tip to the kids that your dad gave us. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, my dad said so. The course I grew up on is real tree lined and quirky, and if it gets firm, it's impossible to hit fairways. It's even tougher than this place, but it's a very easy place. But he said if you can't figure it out, because there's no driving range, right? So he's like, if you can't figure it out and you're not hitting it very good, just get the ball on the ground as quick as possible. He's like, so if you get it taken off on somewhat of a good line, it gets on the ground, it's not going to get too far away. So that was the thing. And I have a couple of tee shots with the driver that come out about chest high and don't really get above 40 feet off the ground.
Wow.
And that's a go-to. I've hit a lot over the years.
So is your stock shot just straight, or can you work the ball right to left to right when you need to?
Yeah, I can work it right to left if I need to.
Okay.
It doesn't ever turn over, to be honest. When I'm playing my best golf, it's, I'm set up and I kind of pull it down my shoulder line and it falls back down on my feet or on the club face. So it's a pull cut. It's straight from where I'm set up, but it's either straight to a slight pull cut when I'm playing my best golf.
Gotcha.
So talk about, you play golf literally all over the world. Talk about the Country Club of Scranton. What's it like playing this course? Just give us some of your favorite things about it and just your overview of the place.
Well, this place is, I've heard about this place since 2018 when me and Brandon were playing practice rounds together. So I've been hearing about this for a long time. And then when he last second put together the first one, which ended up being amazing how well Danielle did, how it came together so fast, and it was amazing. And I got here and I was like, it's everything you explained. You know, I've heard about every hole and how much break you have to play and have to play off the bunkers and how you're laying putts up off of bunkers, which is just a crazy thing to even for majors, you know, to even think about that. And this place is so special. I've enjoyed every year I come. I couldn't go, you know, a couple of years. It's such a disappointing when the dates come out and I look at my schedule if I can go or not. It's so disappointing if I can't. So this is one of my favorite weeks of the year.
What's your favorite hole and what's your least favorite hole?
You can't say 18's got to be your favorite. We just saw you stick it to a foot. You were right behind us. I mean, your pocket's got to be a little fatter there. He was playing
that did help. Yeah. That back nine was pretty good today.
Yeah. I was like, I saw it like a foot, and I go, oh, B had a great shot, and Moose goes, that ain't B. He said, no. I go, oh, that's Patty Nukes.
Well, so you know, people play with Brandon, and even if you play with him a lot, you know, it gets intimidating, but I play with him every Tuesday for a year and a half. So like every practice round. So, you know, dinners. So he would ship it 70, 80 yards past me all the time. Like that wasn't a thing. So he literally hit it 72 yards past me on the last. And then I hit 7 wood to a foot and he hit, you know, 8 iron to 20. He missed, I made. So
he walked up, he goes, is that you for eagle? And Patty goes, yeah. And Brandon gave him, you know, a word or two.
Yeah. But no, probably my favorite hole out there. I like the holes that I don't play well. Like the par threes are so good out there.
Yeah.
They're terrible numbers for me. Like with my bag set up, like I need to get a club built for Country Club of Scranton from those back tees. But the par threes are just so amazing that to play 10 yards short of a green on a par three, like the miss to be like 8 to 10 yards short of the front edge of the green
crazy,
is like a great spot to be pitching from.
Yeah.
It's better than being like 35 feet pin high.
How about this 10th
That's
hole?
what I was going to ask you about. How do you play 10?
How do you play that one?
Super downhill.
So 10 helps me because it's, you know, I hit it very straight. So I hit a peeler off the bunker down there and then I have a little short wedge in. But if you hit it in the rough there, I hit it in the rough there, you know, 2 years ago, it's just impossible because you're trying to land it in the spot. And if you land it too short and it hangs up at all, terrible place to be. And if you land just up and it runs over the ridge, I hit it over the back of the green the first year. I landed on the front fringe, a wedge shot, and it went over the back of the green.
Over the back, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, 10's a good hole. Probably my favorite hole setup wise. I really like 2. 2's a great hole. It sets up the bunkers.
That's the number one handicap too, I think.
Yeah. I feel like I birdie it about every other time I play it, but it sets up good. If I pull it at the bunker, it hangs up in the rough. I can't get in the fairway bunker because I don't hit it far enough. And then if I hit my little shot shape, it's just in the fairway. So I can just get to attack. But yeah, so 2 is probably my favorite hole out there just for me.
Well, this course is awesome, but we all know it's not easy to get to. Like my fam here drove probably 2.5 hours to get up here. We flew up from Florida. Why do you make this trip? Why do you come up here? Why do you make time in your schedule? Like not only is there an opportunity for you to pursue and keep chasing your dreams, but why do you come up to the course?
Oh, I mean, it's just first class event. I mean, how many times do you get to go play a tournament where you're going to have a great time? It's never going to be a bad time. Even, you know, there's been some poor weather years and it's still fun. Like it's still like you're still having a good time. You know, everybody, the way it's run, it's first class, you know, and for me, you know, me and Brandy were so close there. Like I didn't get to see him. We played twice this week. I came up early because I was an off week. I didn't want to go home for like 2 days. So I just came in. Getting to play with him twice was amazing. We were just laughing about it. Like, man, I haven't seen you in like 3 years. Like, and I've seen you 3 times. I saw him in Springfield, Illinois at the Corn Fair event. And then, you know, this week, that's the most I've seen him. And we spent, you know, I don't know, we had dinner 3 times a week for a year and a half, pretty much. So
girlfriend B. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. So, yeah, so it's just an amazing event. If I have any chance of making it here, I'm going to come. Even if I'm finishing something on a Friday night, I'm going to try to get here so I can play Saturday, Sunday.
Well, now, what's the status like for next season? What's your fall looking like? Like what?
So mine's up in the air. I actually just signed up for Q School. I'm DP World Tour and Corn Ferry Tour. Well, I guess it's PJ Tour Q School now, but I'm 26 on the America's Tour money list right now, points list, and
and stops at 25, right?
Yeah, 25 gets the second stage. And then top 10 gets pretty much full status on the Corn Ferry Tour. So, you know, I need a win. Points wise, I need a win or a solo second in the Tour Championship to move my way back up. Or, you know, I can't really have 2 like solid finishes. It's not going to be enough because the points are so heavy at the top. So yeah, I just need that. And then after Tour Championship, you know, depending on where I finish, I fly to Paris right after Vancouver. I play in Edmonton, Victoria, Vancouver. After I leave this week, and then after Vancouver, I fly to Paris. I play first stage at DP, and if I don't get to skip first stage, then I fly right back and I play first stage in New Jersey
Wow.
Wow.
That's
that next
awesome.
week. So, yeah, and then it just goes what stages I get through. I have a week off after New Jersey. I fly to Spain. If I get through second stage in Spain, I stay in Spain for another week. I come back. I go to second stage of Corn Ferry. Like it's
You're
my
racking
whole.
up some miles.
It's all.
Oh
It's
yeah,
it's
frequent flyer.
it's literally
upgrades.
the fall is like a Q school schedule.
That's
So
awesome.
like if I just keep advancing, I play a full slate all fall.
I couldn't wait for you to get on the show because I knew these guys would love you right away and just have somebody else to root for. I was in Tulum when you won. Patty gets literally blackout with the putter, and all of a sudden it's like he just has these like blinders on, and we're like, okay, he's gonna get silly, he's gonna win. So
And then it
we're-
was blackout on tequila afterwards, right?
Yeah, that's for later tonight.
No
But
comment.
Yeah. Patty's the best. We have a great time rooting for him on the course, and we have a great time partying with him off the course. But so glad you got to meet the guys. Thanks for coming on, making some time for us. We're gonna make you promise right now, after you lock up status, your first win on Corn, your next win, whatever it is, you're gonna jump back on and
Definitely, I'll
and have
definitely
a-
come on. I'd
we'll have
love
the
to.
full Patty Nuke show,
I love that. I love that. I love talking about me.
right? Why would I talk about you when I could talk about me?
Exactly, 100%.
Well,
Awesome. I appreciate it.
best
Thank
of
you
luck to you,
guys.
man.
Yeah,
Good luck.
thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
Patty.
man. Thank you guys
Got it.
so much.
Thank you. Very cool.
That was
Patrick
cool.
Newcomb, guys.
Yeah.
I love talking to the guys and just hearing about like the life, right?
Yeah.
The journey, what you're doing,
Yeah.
what's next, and hearing someone who's living it right now.
Like, listen to his schedule
Yeah.
upcoming. It's,
Yeah.
it's silly.
It's insane.
Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. So let's talk about our round today, guys.
Yeah,
That was an absolute blast.
It
it was
was.
so much fun.
The weather was perfect. The course was perfect.
Yeah.
We had Teddy join
The
us.
weather.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Back nine Teddy, who just is the most effortlessly good golfer I've ever played.
What a beautiful golf swing he has.
It's
Let me tell you.
Does he know we're talking about him right now?
I don't know. Look at
He'll
him
know
see
when
with
he's
the-
listening
with
later.
The sunglasses and
Yeah.
stuff. He literally just walked out. Like I was like sitting there. I'm like, I'm riding by myself in the car. I'm like, you want to come join us? He goes, yes, dear. I'm on my way. And then he goes, what hole you on? He goes, I'll meet you at 9. And
Stripes
that
one.
and I saw Moose's face. He was like, seriously?
Well, no, wait.
He
He shows up on 8 green and I made birdie.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Teddy showed up, I
Things
drained a
started happening.
30-foot putt.
Things started happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things were
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. He's a good luck charm, Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy. I'm talking about you. He said, who? He's a silly goose.
But yeah, this place is
Yeah.
it's always so much fun to play. I mean, the greens are insane. They've been talking about it this week, how they're running. And what was it, the club championship? Was
Club championship,
13
they
This
were
past
almost
weekend.
14. They were like 13.8 or something like that.
The greens were running.
And I think 13 over par won the event.
13 over par. And
Yeah.
Alex Pompey won. He got his brother by one.
And there's
stroke,
real
and they
players
were
here. Like
partners.
there's
There are
some really good players,
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Bud Colley's caddy, I guess, actually joined here, and it's been the talk of the club lately. And he's like, everyone's like, why would you join here? It's so far out of the way, it doesn't make sense. He's like, have you seen this place? And that's like the greatest part of the country club is Scranton. It's a hidden gem. You know,
It
people
is.
say like Oakmont's sister or whatever, but when people get up here, you'd be surprised how many people like AMs that Brandon will bring up here for this event, and they'll just get the out of town membership, like at
Right.
least 1 or 2 every single year for the past
I
9
might
years.
be looking into that actually.
You have
Yeah.
to, and it's and then the reciprocals you have in Philly are.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
hey
yeah.
Harry, we might be onto something.
Well,
but
now Moose has played both Oakmont and the Country Club of Scranton now, and I'd love to know
yeah, do you agree
a
with that?
perspective.
Similarities.
What are the similarities, and talk about
Even just visually, like I was just talking to Brandon, like where we are now, looking out, like when you're at the clubhouse in Oakmont, that's what it is. You see everything in front of you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You see the course. You have these like ups and downs coming,
The
coming in and out of the
undulation.
clubhouse. There are definitely
Hmm.
similarities to the golf course.
it. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
what a view we have, though, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's terrific. I mean, this was clearly the most fun I've ever had here since we played it. I think I played it 4
well,
times.
yeah, I mean, you were playing decent today.
Yeah,
Aaron.
today
I
was
mean,
fun.
Yeah,
I'm starting to develop my old man game. That's really what it is. I
Gotta
mean, I
have
got the
it.
graphite shafts. Teddy witnessed this today. It's just keeping it in front of me, making some putts.
yeah. Teddy, you put the headset on. Come on, you can be our guest. Come on in. He's got to pick up his suit. We'll
Oh,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll have him talk for
We'll
a couple
talk
minutes.
about what's going
Well,
on tonight.
let's just get producer Michael. When I give you a wink, just cut Teddy's mic. All right.
Talk about what's going on tonight. He's getting a suit, obviously, for an
Oh.
event, right?
Absolutely. So, as you guys know, we're in year 5 of the NEPA Invitational, but this is our second year of the Harmony for Hope. So we extended, what we had going on. Sean Brace was our MC year 1. You guys hooked us up with that, and he helped us out here where we had just a tent right off the patio at the Country Club of Scranton. And that's where we started with the first night of a Friday night, but we've now elevated it. We're down at the Scranton Cultural Center. And that was a way to tap into the community outside of golf, right? And get people there. We have a dueling pianos event. We have catering by Casatino's, really great food. And obviously a big attraction in Scranton is the open bar. So we pull everybody in. We have a great time. Everybody gets dressed up. Teddy's got to pick up his suit. Nothing like a last minute dry cleaning run. Teddy Matthews, welcome to the show.
Thank you, hon.
Yeah. He's a
Now-
number one fan of the program.
Love it.
Is it a tux tonight or a
Oh,
suit,
no.
3-piece
No-
suit? What do you got? What
No
are you
tux.
working
I'm
with?
just doing casual.
Okay.
Just
All right.
jacket,
Cocktail hour.
cocktail.
All right.
Teddy, talk about the Country Club of Scranton. Talk about playing this course. How do you, if someone just came in and said, "Tell me about the Country Club of Scranton. How do I play this?"
He's a
place?"
member.
right?
Yeah.
What do you tell them?
This course is it's unbelievable. For this area, this course is you're very unique. It is not your average course. If you play any other course in the area, this is not it. This course stands alone besides anything else.
What makes it stand alone?
Just the conditioning of it.
Yeah.
The conditioning of it, the greens are ridiculous.
Yeah.
After all the years, I finally got used to it, where you're not afraid. I used to putt these greens afraid, and I just got that out of my mind and just putt them, just putt.
Yeah.
And it's just the course is just incredible. It's a special place.
Yeah. Shout out to Aaron
I was just
Giordano.
gonna
I mean, what a
say.
fabulous job he has done with this place.
Aaron is just
Yeah.
he's incredible. The kid he hasn't slept. He doesn't sleep.
No. And he's unbelievable. You guys met him quite a few times over the past years, and we had some time to talk with him today. And it's been tough because entering year 5, I mean, we had a tropical storm last year. Every year, let's knock on some wood or do whatever we can here to try to keep this rain away. But
The weekend's not over yet, hon.
it's not. I know we have like a 56% chance of
Northeast
rain
Pennsylvania.
tomorrow, but we even moved it up a little bit to start earlier. But I mean, Aaron and his crew just do such a phenomenal job. But Moose, what'd you think of those greens? Were they running? Was it like an ice skating rink? Did it remind you of some hockey?
Yeah. They were pretty quick. There's no doubt about it. But they were fair. I think the rain helped us a little bit, or it would have been really crazy.
Diabolical.
But Teddy, talk about what it means to you to see your son come back and do something like this at home. What's that mean to you?
This is something that's been the years. We talked about this years ago, which is incredible to see it come to fruition now. But and I never said if. I said when you make it, don't forget home. And he never did. And this is what's come out of it, which you can't believe how proud I am of him. And what he's done in the area and the people he's brought up. It's just incredible what's gone on with this. This is really special. This is a dream come true.
Love it. Great stuff. Thanks for joining, Teddy.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank
man.
you for having me on.
Thanks, Teddy.
no
And thanks
doubt.
for being a loyal listener, supporting the podcast always.
yeah,
And one of
repping
our
the
number
merch.
one fans. Him and Karen
And
Sheehan
Buy My
are neck to
Balls.
neck.
He supports our sponsors.
Everybody. Yeah, talk about your Buy My Balls.
Yeah, what
right?
did you get?
Yeah.
Oh, Strixons. I had to get
Yeah,
Strixons.
yeah, has
Yeah.
Strixons. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Z Stars, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's
Love
not a Q star, guy. He's a Z
Z-Star.
star.
Z-Star.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
have the Z
But
stars.
he called me. He goes, yeah. He goes, Buy My Balls are arriving today. I go, I'm that a boy, Teddy. And he goes, well, you think I'm not going to support you? He goes, I listen to the pod. I got my Buy My Balls. He goes, and Buy My Balls. He's like, what a great deal. He's like, he's like, they're in mint condition. They're beautiful. He's like, they arrive at my door just perfect, shiny.
I don't hit him far enough to lose him.
Hey, he hits it straight. He always can find his ball. But
Yeah.
a Ryder Cup prediction out of you, because I don't know if
Oh.
we'll talk to you until then. Coming up in a few weeks.
I like USA. I mean, I gotta be American.
Okay.
It's gonna be awesome though to watch that.
Yeah,
It's gonna
pretty
be
close, right?
It's gonna be close.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Page,
close.
yeah.
It's
gonna
gonna be
great.
close. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for the New York people to see what
Oh.
they're gonna do.
Yeah. Appreciate your time,
Great
Teddy.
stuff.
Thanks for
Teddy.
joining
Thanks
us.
for hopping
Thank
on.
you so much.
All
I
right,
love
buddy.
playing with you guys today.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
that
of
was
fun,
fun.
man.
Thank
Love
you.
watching you
Terrific.
play.
And you talk about this field. I mean,
Yeah.
I was getting these stats, and there's over 3,000 starts in the field in PGA Tour and LPGA Tour sanctioned events.
Wow.
3,000. There's over 50 professional wins in this sheet. 7 PGA Tour wins
Mhm.
and appearances in every men's major
Oh yeah.
Wow.
in the field. And also, let's not forget, we talk about Ryder Cup. Ben Griffin was
Our
the 2021
first
champ. The first year is now on the American Ryder Cup team.
And shout out to Ben Griffin. I mean, first of all, let's just a little nostalgia. We'll go back to year one. He actually played him and his partner, and they won, and it was incredible watching them come up 18. And there's actually a scholarship dedicated in his partner's brother's name, so to see them win was just incredible. And then Drew had reached out to Ben, just inviting him back each year. Last year he donated, and this year, being in the Ryder Cup, he said, you know what, guys, let me give back. Let me offer up some Ryder Cup tickets.
Wow.
So in our live auction tonight at the Harmony for Hope Gala, we have 4 tickets for several different days, pardon me, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I believe Sunday. So an opportunity for somebody to walk home with some of those tickets and get out there and watch Ben and Team USA out of Bethpage.
Yep.
Tremendous.
One of the 4 Ryder Cup rookies on the American team. Only one on the European team. That's Rasmus Højgaard, which they just announced the team on Monday.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Exactly what you thought?
It's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
I basically just said, you got to include John Rahm.
Yeah.
And Matt Fitzpatrick, who played really good golf over the second half of the season, right up until the very end. I knew he wasn't going to get left off because of his experience. He's a U.S. Open champion, and he went to Northwestern, which is where Luke Donald went. He was not going to leave his Northwestern Wildcat by the side of the road. Even though Harry Hall made a great run at the end, this year, had a terrific year. And putts it lights out, and there were some, there's some other guys that were right on the cusp there. I just knew Matt Fitzpatrick was going to get the nod, and he did. So I can't wait. This is going to be just spectacular. But how about some of these names in the field? I was just perusing the tee sheet for today in the practice round, and I ran into this guy, Jim Herman, 4-time PGA Tour winner. Ran into him at the Hot Dog Hut over by the 13th tee. Brad Adamonis, who we've talked about on this podcast recently. Teddy Treba, he's from the area, has 2 PGA Tour wins. Our buddy Patrick Sheehan is in the field. Right. Braden Shattuck, who's been on the show. Patrick's been on the show. Brian Bergstall, who is a stalwart in these professional Pro-Am events and a great Pennsylvania golfer. Dawson Anders played at Temple. Evan Brown, who we know, I ran into him down at the PGA show down in back in January, a good area player. Ethan Whitney. It's just a terrific field.
Oh, yeah. And then we also have Evan Thornton talking of, we always got to mention our Temple team, which is great. But it's awesome to see, this talent, because part of it that I feel like somewhat gets left out and that Brandon loves. One of the missions that we have. So obviously we give back to the community. We expanded our outreach this year by adding 4 additional beneficiaries. But we also give a junior golf scholarship for somebody who's trying to play and just needs, trying to play college golf and needs a little bit of extra money to get through that. And then obviously the pro purse. So we just heard Patty Newcomb's story, grinding out in the PGA of Americas, everything else. Ben Griffin, Ryder Cup, if it's been all over the internets, right?
Yeah.
What, 4 years ago at this time, he was selling insurance, mortgages, right? And now he's a Ryder Cup.
Now he's selling creatine.
Yeah. Now he's ODing.
He's ODing on creatine, and he's in the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, but to see that, him being here and competing and winning and taking home a decent sized purse, allowing him to continue to pursue his dreams, like that is so cool to see these names that Harry was just listing off have an opportunity to come here, compete for that money, maybe hopefully win that, and then pursue, another year plus of grinding it out.
Don't forget our great sponsor, Bet Parks. Anything Ryder Cup, check them out. The line pretty much has stayed the same.
I think Europe's still plus 150.
Yeah, there was no real movement.
No.
Even when
all the teams were officially announced,
which was strange. You thought you'd see a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that. Support our sponsors, Bet Parks. We talked about Buy My Balls. You guys heard Teddy. He's not only a hair club member. He's also a client,
Oh, yeah.
commercial. So we appreciate our. I hung out with my balls guys yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Max and his brother Zach. Talk about
they're
golfers.
players,
Like,
right?
they should be playing in this event. Like,
Oh, really?
I mean,
They're players.
sticks.
Yeah,
Really?
sticks. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So cool.
I don't know how
To,
Teddy loses a ball though, with the way he hits it.
Yeah, the guy doesn't.
I mean,
take bad shots.
everything's dead straight. Dead straight down right down the middle. I think now I know where Brandon got the game from, is from Teddy. I mean, my
Please do
God.
not say that. That's
Dude.
just so insulting.
Teddy
I mean,
just
you
walks
kidding
up
me? You
like
watched him play golf today, and you're saying that to
Oh,
me?
he was
he didn't hit a
great.
bad
Well,
shot today.
He didn't hit one bad
In
shot.
his defense, honey, so I text him, was like, hey, if you want to join us, like, blah, 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 there's an extra seat. So he rolls up on 9. Harry birdies. And Harry's like, okay, he's my good luck charm. He's not leaving. And then your dad gets on the tee and just stripes him right down the middle
Yeah.
without even like turning his torso and warming up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they were like, where's this guy
He
from?
hasn't warmed up in 65 years. Why start now, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. Yeah, the guy's been limber his whole life. I mean,
Yeah.
He stays loose.
it's crazy. It really is crazy. I mean, the guy doesn't stretch. He doesn't take care of himself. He's just the classic blue collar.
The child
small
has become the
town,
parent.
yeah, small town Pennsylvania guy. And honestly, up until 5 years ago, you should have seen this guy, how flexible he was. I mean, he used to put his palms on the floor in front of his feet, stretching. I'm like, how can you do? I can't put it on my socks,
Right.
and he can do that. I'm
He's
like,
like,
what's
what?
going
Like
on?
it's hard?
That's crazy,
As
man.
he's drinking his vodka orange juice.
Yeah, his fourth
Screwdriver.
one of the day, I think, by this point. But he blamed it on you.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he blamed it on you. I had to ride with my daughter-in-law for 9 holes, so
Well,
I
you
gotta
know
have
I
6 of them.
lose patience after.
Well,
like,
she got us transfusions on the 15th where
Mm-hmm.
we crossed the road after the par 5, and we get up to the tee, and the other group's still on the green, so we're waiting. I turn around, I go, "Where is Danielle?" She was gone, and next thing you know, she comes ripping around the corner across the road with drinks, and I'm like,
It's quick too.
Are you throwing me under the bus?
No, it was
That's
awesome.
a great host.
That was
That's
awesome.
a great host.
It was quick.
"That's a
Thank you,
compliment."
honey.
It was quick. Brandon, year 5, NEPA Invitational.
Yeah.
What's that
Crazy.
feel like, man? It's crazy to see. We just talked to Patrick. To see the people that make this a priority to be here. We know how crazy schedules are. We know this isn't the easiest place in the world to get to, but to be able to go into year 5 and see what you guys are doing and growing, how's that feel?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. This year, I definitely kind of wasn't as stressed. My agent and great friend Drew has done.
Great guest of Swing It and Ding It, by the way. People
Yeah.
love that
Oh, he's-
episode.
That show was awesome. Yeah.
He's such a great guy, but he has done so much for this event this year. Eric Shrive as well. He's an absolute champion with fundraising and taking care of the dinner. But that allowed Danielle and I to kind of take a little step back this year. So, I felt like I was coming into the event, but it didn't hit me until today when I started seeing the guys show up and, seeing people. And it's like, oh, wow, it's here again already. But it didn't really hit me until, maybe the last couple of days. But it is crazy to realize that we're sneaking up on $1 million given to the area. So it again, it's strange because 5 years ago when I was planning this in a 7-week stretch and going crazy over it to raise 50 grand, I thought that was great. And, now here we are getting close to $1 million in 5 years. And hopefully we'll be able to surpass that next year. But I'm just incredibly thankful for this club, for the people around here, for you guys coming up, for everyone involved. I can't imagine ever having a better support system, better people around me.
Yeah.
Especially my wife, obviously, and daughter now, which is crazy. But it's truly humbling to see how many people are willing to come up and support this, us. And, I like to attribute it to the golf course, though. I mean, you guys saw,
once you
right?
play here, you want to get back here.
It's hard. And, it's funny. We got, I think, 7 or 8 national members in the first 3 years of running the event.
Which is wild.
Wow.
Well, you touched on it, and I wanted to. Obviously, there's such a big cause with supporting the community that you grew up in, giving back, adding additional beneficiaries this year. But one of the things that we were discussing before you jumped on is that the mission's kind of threefold, right? So we give back to the community you grew up in. And then there's a junior golf scholarship, but also the opportunity for these guys. We were talking about Ben Griffin, who's about to, be a rookie in the
Yeah.
Ryder Cup next week, which is insane. Talk about that platform, these guys, and how important that is for you and these guys to come out here and have that opportunity.
It's funny how many people don't realize that everything is on the individual when you play golf, right? Whether you're on the PGA Tour or whether you're chasing mini tours, right? And how expensive it is. And at certain levels, Corn Ferry, they've done a really good job with trying to make sure the markets that they're in, right? It's not really in big cities for the most
Affordable,
part.
right, to stay.
It's a little bit more affordable, some of the hotels, but you get on the PGA Tour, and obviously you have the opportunity to make a ton of money, which is amazing. That's where you want to be. But you're in the prime season in big cities. It's going to be expensive to stay there, right? And if you're on the PGA Tour, you got to foot your own bill. It's not like playing on an MLB team,
Right.
NFL
Get on
team
the
where
charter,
you get,
yeah.
let's get on the jet and go. No, it's like, all right, I'm still going to fly coach to this event because I'm not going to buy the $1,700 first class ticket there. And for us to be able to provide some of these guys an opportunity to continue their careers, to fund their careers a little bit more. There's not a ton of these kind of events around. And obviously everybody's playing most of the summer, whatever tour it is. But to be able to have a purse that's upwards of $130,000 to $150,000, right? And be able to, and some of the stories that have come out of the first few years have been amazing. Dawson Armstrong, when he won, gave an incredible speech afterwards about, this helps me more than you guys can imagine because this is the largest check I've ever earned at that point as a professional. And he's playing on the Corn Ferry Tour, right?
Right.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
If you listen back to what he just said.
Yeah. And Mike Miller, a couple of years ago, struggled a little bit on Corn Ferry. Didn't have a great year, lost his card, had to kind of, went through a couple switches with his game, went through a tough time with his short game and got it back, won this event individually and the team part. And it funded his whole next year. And now he's on Challenge Tour, right? He has an opportunity to get full
In
status
Europe.
on the European Tour, right?
Wow.
So, things like that make me really happy because, I've been there, right? I've played on Latin America Tour for 3-4 years, on and off. And, thankfully I was a rookie on the PGA Tour in 22 to 23. Been on Corn Ferry the other years. I've been very fortunate, but I also know what it's like to struggle financially in golf and how expensive it is. And it's really tough. It really is. And to provide a little bit of a pathway for these guys is a very important part of this event.
That's awesome.
Incredibly proud to be able to do it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
No doubt.
So talk about your game and your health and how are you doing?
Actually, pretty good. 3 weeks ago, started with a new trainer. Name's Joe Yeager. This guy is, it's unbelievable how smart this guy is. He notices things with the body that no one can possibly notice that doesn't have a special talent, right? My agent met him in Chicago when he was watching another one of his clients, Hank Lebiota, play up there. And he sees this guy walk and it kind of looks a little bit out of place, right? Joe's a baseball guy, just dipping his toes in golf. But, it doesn't matter what sport you're in. If you know the body that well, he's going to help you. And Drew goes, hey, I'm Drew. You look like you're, a little lost. He goes, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I hate golf. He's like, well, why you at a golf event? This is one of my clients, Miles. They got talking. A hole later, he looks at Drew. He goes, your hip hurt? It's like, yeah, right hip, right? Yeah. He goes, well, you're walking wrong. Okay, I'm walking wrong. I'm 40. I know how to walk.
Walk and chew gum.
Yeah, exactly.
I can do two things.
So, Drew's gait was a little messed up as he was walking and taught him kind of really how to use the ground as he walks. And in 4 holes, he goes, oh my God, Joe, Joe, I haven't felt this good in like 4 months. You know, and he goes,
Wow.
my back doesn't hurt anymore. My hip doesn't hurt anymore. This is crazy. And it's, you know, Joe was watching him walk for 20 minutes.
Mm.
He's like, yeah, this must hurt you. But this guy
He's
is
like,
so
"Now watch this guy."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Please watch me.
Literally, that's what Drew
Yeah.
said. Drew's
Yeah.
like, hang on.
Yeah.
I got
So-
a
I
guy.
got somebody you got to meet.
So long story short, realized that I really wasn't using the ground at all after surgery
Mm.
in my golf swing. It was all upper body.
Wow.
So
Apprehension comes after injury.
it does, but it was kind of frustrating for a while because I couldn't really quite figure it out because I'm looking at positions in my golf swing, looking at different stuff, but it was really how I was using the ground. And training the last 3 weeks really hard, getting on a better routine with that, and honestly just not being in as much pain, right? I mean, she sees it, right?
Yeah.
That's the person who could tell you. I mean, it was tough. You know, I was in pain every day that I put in more than 3 hours of time
Every day almost.
Yeah, I mean, I would come home. She'd think I was kidding some nights, you know. And she's like, "Yeah, you just don't want to do the dishes." I'm like, "No, honey, I can't really move right now." But I feel right now as good as I have probably
in a long time.
in a long time. I can't even think of when.
Yeah.
Back into 22 probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he's
wow.
a good regimented
Yeah.
routine, which always helps out,
That's
you know.
great
Yeah.
to
But
hear.
it's, you know, our daughter, he walks in the room and he has this thing, and our daughter will go down almost in a like 3-point stance, like ready to play with him. He's like, I can't do that, but we can get in a position close. He's moving better.
But now I can go do that. Like when she does that, right? You know, she's literally like she's a lineman getting ready for when she does that, I can get down right on the ground, get back up, no issue. And that was like hard stuff, right? You know, a lot of, I'm sure your listeners understand those kind of tough things you
every
get later
day,
in
yeah.
life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But at 31, that shouldn't be happening,
Right.
right? So I knew something was going on, and I'm really thrilled we got it figured out. Amazing how quick of a turnaround it's been to feel better, and playing some damn good golf right now too.
Yeah.
Shot
It's kinda-
59.
Shot 59 a couple days ago.
Dude.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good.
I've shot 59, but I still have a few holes to
on
play.
the
after
front
that.
nine.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you were playing behind us, and I told them that and made the boys a little nervous. I go, yeah, Brandon's right behind us. They're like, Brandon is. I was like, just relax.
I hope
we're
he's
good."
playing a couple balls,
And
Yeah.
working on some stuff.
yeah. And I was like, just be fast. And then when the group in front of us, I'm like, we're good.
Yeah,
But-
no, I mean it's hard to play fast on this golf course, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is,
crazy.
but it's so fun to play.
It was
really
awesome.
is.
We had such a good time.
It's one of the most fun golf courses probably in America to play.
It is.
Yeah.
I
You
love
can
it.
never get tired of
I
it.
circle
Mhm.
this on the calendar every year. There were some questions I might not be able to come. I did everything possible.
He's
to
like,
make
nope,
sure
we'll
I could
move it
be
around.
here.
Which is great. So you say that, but we also talked to Patrick right before you, and he said the same thing. He's like, you know, he had playoffs in Corn Ferry before, where obviously it's a non-miss, but it's like, you know, the guys do that. They're like, what can I do to get up here every time? So it's almost refreshing when the guys can't make it. When we see Kevin Roy, like, oh, okay, you can't make it. When Ben Griffin has to play in the prep for the Ryder Cup, we're like, okay, fine. You know what I mean? But seeing these other guys that Harry was going over the list of names, and seeing them come back, and even our, you know, kind of older classic guys like the Ted Trebas and the Brad Adamonis, like it's just so cool to see them come up here.
It really is. And, you know, it's tough to get, I say this every year, it's tough to get people up here for the first time.
Mhm.
It is.
Mhm.
And no matter how good people tell them the golf course is, no matter how good people tell them the event is, it's just hard.
Yeah.
But the first time
Got
they step on property,
You got him.
it's hard to make them leave.
I mean, how many out of town memberships have you converted? I actually might have another one right here. I brought it
I
up, and
mean,
he goes,
yeah, who knows?
hang on.
It's amazing.
And you get reciprocals in Philly,
You
right?
get reciprocals.
Mm.
You know, that's the one great thing about a lot of clubs around here.
Yeah.
You know, Northeast Pennsylvania in general has great golf, and a lot of guys from Philly, from Jersey, like to come up here, whether it's to Scranton, Glen Mara, Huntsville, Wyoming Valley, Fox Hill, Glen Oak. There's 6, 7, 8 golf courses around here
Mhm.
where there's guys that like to travel in and come play because they are very, very, very good. And you know, obviously we're up in the mountains a little bit. It's a little cooler than some spots during the summer. But you know, the national membership has grown exponentially in the last 4 or 5 years, and hopefully, obviously, my event maybe has a little something to do with it, and
Yeah.
gaining a little exposure to the place. And At the end of the day, it's probably my favorite place on the planet.
Have you ever played Hollywood, which is another
It's
Travis
another
design?
Travis. I heard it's amazing.
Yeah, so have I.
Where's
We
that
got
at?
it's in Jersey.
It's in
It's
Jersey.
near
Yeah.
Deal, New Jersey. There's Deal and
Yeah, he's
Hollywood.
Powers has a connect there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
hey.
Powers has a
Well, you got to go bowling
Is there a
first.
bowling alley nearby? Now?
Well, listen, man, year 5, incredibly proud to see what you guys continue to do. It's
Thank you.
awesome to be able to be a part of the journey over the years and just talking about it each year and each week on the show and seeing what it's become is so cool to see it firsthand. So congrats on everything and continued success moving forward.
Thank you. Thank you guys
Got it,
for
man.
coming
Yeah,
up,
man.
and thanks for everything you guys always do.
Awesome.
Thanks for putting up with my wife, more importantly.
Well, wait. Well, I don't know if you want to thank him or be mad at him because he's the one that convinced me to join you guys.
That's true.
When Harry's like, "Hey, do you want to join us?" I was like, "I don't have time. I can't do this."
But
And Brandon's
isn't
like, "You
you can
do
see
this."
it's crazy potential. She plays
Yeah.
like probably, I don't know, 37 holes a year here and there. Because I mean, she definitely didn't play a few holes today because her attention.
I played
span
all
got-
of. Well, I picked up when I had to because I know that
Okay.
slow golf is bad golf.
What's the over under 12 holes? Is that about?
It's 12 is when the attention span becomes that of a
She was making
chipmunk.
great contact.
And then
She was making great
it
contact
just
today, though.
gets it gets too much. You know, she like starts hanging on my arm like a 6-year-old
She
at
had a
an
birdie-
amusement
she had a
park.
birdie look.
Come
just,
on,
just missed a
please, can we
birdie
go?
today.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
contact.
Mhm.
No,
No
it's the first. You know this story really quick. First 9 holes of golf we've ever played. Now, granted, I did give her some, 3 to 5 footers, whatever. The first 9 holes I've ever
Gimmies.
played with her, right? Yeah, gimmies. She shot 45.
Hmm.
Wow.
First hole we played, she ripped back like a sand wedge, like 5 feet to like this, made birdie. I'm like,
He's like,
it's
played
not
before."
supposed to be that easy, you know that, right?
Right.
But no, I encourage her to play more golf all the time.
Oh yeah.
I hooked some things up and I told you guys and I've told people to hold me accountable. But Mike Melizio, one of my contacts, I had to shoot with him the other day. He's one of my clients, and I just said, Mike, I said, I gotta be honest with you. My husband bought me lessons like 4 Christmases ago. I've never taken them. I'm terrible. He always says I have potential. I said, let's finally do this. And he goes, let's do
Got to
it.
get fitted
So
clubs.
yeah, I am. I already have Neil Mark at Jupiter Hills.
Oh,
I already
boy.
have it set up with him. I'm going
Love
there.
it.
We're getting fitted when we get back. So by October,
Will you have 'em for the
hopefully,
outing?
I'm hoping they'll come in
Wow.
time. And
Wow.
you know,
Love it.
There you go.
I got a little travel bag.
She needs it too.
It's
You
on.
know, she
Well,
does. It's
I have his driving iron in my bag, his wedges. Like I have no business playing his
Yeah, you
Right.
shots.
He's
Like,
190
get it
mile an
together.
hour ball speed.
And he's
You're hitting those
6'4".
shit. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what
I'm
is
like,
going on?
And I'm like, honey, we can figure out a better situation.
Yeah.
No, I like this one. I'm
Well,
like,
because like 1 out of every 5 times I stripe them.
Right.
And I love it. That driving iron will stay in the bag.
okay.
I don't care. You're not
Try
taking
that.
it. Everyone that
Try
comes to our house comes shopping in our garage. And I'm like, don't touch it. It's mine.
Don't touch that.
Don't touch
that
that.
3-iron.
That 3-iron is mine.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Great stuff.
All
Good
right.
stuff,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Danielle. You want to spill some tea since you're
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, we got to get into that a little bit, and then we're gonna have to wrap up because I just saw it's 3:00 and the gala starts at 5:30. So
oh, yeah.
they don't want me wearing these golf clothes there tonight, or maybe they do. But so obviously we went over the European Ryder Cup. We talked about that a little bit, but just some tea that we see on social. That's what our tea is brought to you by, right? What's trending in golf. I saw that JT. He has a little daughter, and I guess she had a toy and he started playing with it. Well, it looks like he has a huge hickey on the center of his head. I guess it's like a suction cup thing. So
Oh.
hopefully that's gone by the Ryder Cup. They were playing with that, and he has a big old, hickey on the front of his head. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
my God, the thing that these dads do, especially for a little girl. Moose can probably relate to that,
I
right?
hear you.
Little Tally's got his heart. And then we were talking about this. I spilled maybe a little bit of tea on the course, but Kylie Kelsey, right? We watched the Birds last night, a little bit too long, Harry and I.
Yeah.
And Moose all had late nights. My gosh, we can talk about Spitgate. We can get into the NFL drama, but let's keep it golf based. Kylie Kelsey, she put out there on her podcast. She goes, "Wait a second, you guys, am I just discovering golf? You get to be outside. You can have a beverage. You're hanging out with your friends. You're really not supposed to be on the phone. Like, why and how am I just discovering this right now?" And it's like a lot of the guys were commenting like, "Shh, don't let my wife know," or like, don't get in on her secret. But it's just cool seeing the growth of the game overall and seeing how it's trending and more people. I know when I was growing up, I don't know about you guys, but like golf was for dorks. It was nerdy. You know what I mean? Like if you had golf on, it was like you put it on to fall asleep in the background. You know, Harry has the better voice than me, but
Well,
okay, he's hitting a 5-iron.
right.
Win 125. It's like, you know what I mean? Like nobody wanted to watch that. And
Yeah.
now, you know, it's cool. Like we had a junior clinic here on Wednesday.
Look
I
packed,
am
yeah.
not kidding. There was 150 kids here.
Wow.
Brandon stayed on that tee for 3 hours with the kids from Scranton Prep. And it's like all these kids, like they're, you know, they're wearing the G4 stuff. It's golf is
yeah.
cool. And seeing like the turn that it made, you know, it's probably because of our podcast. People see
Of
how
course.
cool we are and they
Right.
want to take up the game. But it's awesome just seeing the growth of the game and seeing that happen. So pretty cool. But yeah, not too much tea because obviously we have a ton going on this week. But that's what's trending in golf right now. Harry, you got something else?
Well, that's funny because the Kelseys live like a 3-iron away from Marion Golf Club. So it's amazing that she's just figuring out that she likes golf. That's
She was
really
an athlete,
cool.
right? So
Yeah, she's a total athlete.
Yep.
But the other thing is, I used to describe golf as old out of shape men in bad pants,
Yeah.
because that's the way it was in the 70s
Yeah.
and the early 80s. And then it started to get cool with Greg Norman and
yeah.
It is
Fred
cool.
Couples, and of course Tiger Woods made it cool. So
Yep.
And honestly, it's like I think Kylie might have kind of mentioned this a little bit on her podcast. Like I just saw the clips, I didn't listen to the full pod, but she's like, especially for people like Jason Kelsey, Kylie Kelsey, you know, people like us who were athletes, you know, in our high school and collegiate years, and we still want a little
keeps
bit.
your competitive drive going.
You want to get out there and
Yeah.
you know hammer it past your playing partner by even if it's just a foot. It's just like I got you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you want to make birdie. And I think what was it, like 17 or 18? One of you said you're like oh, you know, you want to just keep going. Like you made a good putt, you had a good hole, and that's what like pulls you back in and keeps you going. It's a fun game.
No doubt.
It sucks sometimes,
Yeah.
but it's a
does.
fun game.
If Moose and I weren't up until 1:30 in the morning last night and having to get up early, and he drove up here, we could have gone and played another 9 holes.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
easy.
So it was
When we were
perfect.
coming up
Weather was
18, like
perfect.
Yeah.
I did lose my patience a little bit and was kind of like din, 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 din.
Yeah,
And then on
another
18, I'm
nine.
like, wait, we're done? I was like, I'm kind of ready to go back out.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Well,
We love
great
this
stuff.
game. Yeah.
Love being up here. We'll talk in the next couple of weeks about our outing. Some of our great sponsors, including Wear SPF, Danielle.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wear SPF is the sponsor of our Tea with D and everything that's trending in golf. So if you guys are looking for sun protection that actually works and feels great, Wear SPF by PGA Pro Justin Thomas has you covered on and off the course. Dermatologist tested and sweat resistant. It's broad spectrum SPF that won't mess up your swing or your skin. From the first tee to everyday life, protect yourself like the pros. Shop now at wearspf.com. That's wearspf.com and stay sun safe all year long.
Powers puts it on his dome.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
has to.
yeah.
He does. You know, that hat's going on and off. I saw him over there a couple of times reapplying the Wear SPF.
Oh yeah.
He has
got
that
to.
stick too that he rubs on his face on
I was
occasion.
using
It's
it
like
all day yesterday. The stick.
yeah,
'Cause I
yeah,
get
that
my-
stick's
My
easy.
nose and like under like the top of my cheek. That's where I get like red. So that stick is.
I've even seen you at the Truist. You keep that stick on,
I keep
on
that
lock,
thing
and
on
it's
me.
just yeah.
Yeah, I keep that thing on me. No
Mhm.
doubt about it. But we'll talk more about our sponsors in the next couple weeks. Our extraordinarily sold out golf outing. Like it is ridiculous how sold out it is. But people still are trying to say they forgot and they need to get in.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, who do I call and tell them they can't play then?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's getting bumped?
Yeah, and we did talk about our Cobbs Creek thing, right? Yeah, we talked about that
Yes,
last week.
we
Yeah,
did,
so we'll have
did.
maybe a little special little
Yeah, little-
prize up our sleeves
That's
for
right.
for the tournament, which is
Play
exciting.
the short course with us. Yeah, we'll go through all the prizing, all the activations, everything in the next couple weeks leading up to it. But yeah, and we have some great guests lined up over the next couple weeks, and looking forward to getting back on and talking to you guys. This was awesome. Love being out here. Great playing with you guys today.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's fun talking
good
about
time.
golf, but it's also fun playing golf with you guys. So
Oh yeah.
blast today. Good stuff. All right, we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.